guys, how are you doing? My name is Angela. I am a new YouTuber. So today I'm going to be doing a quick video about menstrual cups. They're so amazing. Okay, so give you a little background on me. I am a mom of two beautiful boys. I've had them both vaginally. I am in my early 30s, so I am quite well-rounded when it comes to menstrual items. So today I'm going to be telling you a little bit about the menstrual cup. This is what it looks like. Oh, looks like a cup, right? Little cone, little tail on there. That's basically the main features of it. So I started using this about 6 months ago. I am actually currently using one right now. This is just one of my extra ones. And it is amazing. I've had so much luck with this. What got me started on this is just trying to figure out ways to save a little money, especially because we just bought our first house, which is where I'm filming. Yay! And we were trying to find ways to where it's not such much a mess. And toxic shock syndrome is a big problem for me, so I really wanted to find something that wouldn't be a problem. And I do have a very heavy flow. I do have birth control that I use, the IUD. It's a copper one, so it doesn't have any hormones in it, so I still have my normal cycle, my normal hormones. Everything's still the same. I'm actually on my cycle right now, so you can see I'm a little broken out right now, which is not fun for me. But anyways, I started using the Diva Cup because my cousin, she's a big advocate for Diva Cups, and once I saw the price for Diva Cup, I had a heart attack. Those things are not cheap. I know you're not, sorry, my nose is like super itchy tonight. Well, I know you're not spending for pads and tampons every month, so that in the long run it justifies it means, but I still shelling out anywhere from $40 to $50 for the initial cost can be a little pricey. So I shopped around to see if I could find something a little bit cheaper, and I use this app called Wish, W-I-S-H, that's right, Wish. It is a very inexpensive place for you to find all sorts of cool goodies. I have gotten so much stuff on there, but we're focusing today on the menstrual cup. So this cost me $1 and then $1 in shipping. It took about 2 to 3 weeks for it to get here, and it came quite nicely. It comes in, let me show you what the packaging looks like. A black bag that looks like this. It's very private. They don't know what's in there. And then it comes sealed in another plastic bag like this. And I got the size 2. And I have no idea what language this is, but it's some sort of Asian language. But anyways, it came from overseas. And it comes like this. Before you use this, you need to clean it. No matter if it's been, if you get the more expensive one, that's you can get at any drugstore, or you get one like I did over through a web page called Wish, and it comes from overseas. It takes a little longer. You always want to wash them very good. Soap water, warm water kills bacteria. Make sure you wash it really good. What I do is I fill it up to the top with warm soapy water, put my hand on top like this to create a suction, turn it over and squeeze. There are little holes, if you can see them. I don't know if you can see them. There's one right here and right here, right across from each other. And what these are little ventilation holes. So when you do this thing, what it does is it pushes the hot soapy water through those to clean those, because you don't want any bacteria in there, and then you put it inside you. That's just a whole other mess. So make sure it's very well cleaned, and make sure there's no soap residue in it so it doesn't soap inside there. Not fun. The little tail in here, it has little grips on it, so it makes it easier for you to pull out. Now if you're some women who have lower cervix and this part will stick out for them and they don't like that, you can always just cut it off. It's just silicone. It won't hurt the function of the cup. Obviously you don't want to go past this little part right there, the last line, just to be on the safe side. The way you put it in is you simply just fold it in half like this, is the way I prefer. Now, if this is too big for you to handle, you can simply push down like so, creating a smaller surface area to kind of help guide it in. And then once you put it inside your cervix here, you just kind of pop it up and it opens like that. I'm going to give it a little tug to make sure it creates a suction. What I do is I take my finger and I go around the outside to make sure I feel that it's open all the way around. If it doesn't feel like this, it feels like it's pinched, you need to either do a little wiggle and to have it open up, or you need to pull it out and try again. Sometimes when I put it in like this, when it goes in like that, it gets caught like right here. I don't push it high enough into my cervix area, so I had to just push a little higher and it just opens up nicely. Give it a little tug and it's good. Take it out, same method, just pull on down, it comes right out. If you're worried about it like going everywhere, or you don't like to see the blood, you can just pull it out and then dump it right into the toilet. Not a problem. I am lucky enough to have a bidet attached to my toilet, so I just use the sprayer nozzle to clean it out right there. I don't have to transfer it to the sink or do anything else. Honestly, when I'm just changing out I'm just emptying it to get the fluid out, I usually just rinse it off, because after I washed it initially, it's fine. But if you feel like you want to wash it every single time, that's your prerogative. I wash it at least once a day, but throughout the day, I just rinse it out because it's just going right back in me. So that is basically how you use it. If you want to do like a liner on your underwear to make sure you don't have any problems, or you're kind of nervous about using it. When I first used it, I put a pad down just in case if it dripped or anything. Didn't have any problems at all. I wear expensive underwear, so losing my underwear makes me want to cry, because I spend quite a bit of money on it. So I like the breathability of a good pair of underwear. I mean, you just spoil yourself a little bit. Anyways, but the whole point of this was to make sure that my underwear wasn't ruined. And with tampons and pads in the past, I've had nightmares with them, where like you go to sleep, you're not in the right position, and it kind of like comes out and it's like all like a little pool in the back of you, or it ruins your sheets, or all sorts of crazy stories. I mean, over the years, being a woman, it's not always fun when you get your period. I'm sorry, when is it ever fun getting your period? But at least this makes it a little bit easier for you. Now, if you're someone who doesn't like the idea of having your blood right there, honestly, for me personally, it doesn't bother me. I mean, my career of choice, I handle body fluids a lot with people. I draw blood, I collect specimens. So seeing my own blood, not really a problem. I do have friends that are just like really grossed out about it. I'm like, well, it's no different than handling your tampon, really, except you're not touching the string. And for me personally, I found tampons to be unsanitary, because if you leave it in there too long, you get toxic shock syndrome. Or if you go to the bathroom and you don't change it, you have the cord just got caught in all that pee and poop and stuff, and then you're putting it up against your private area, and it just sits there with that on there, and to me that just screams UTI. But not everybody sees it that way. No, I'm not a doctor. I can't say that that's what causes a UTI, so if it's not, then okay. But in my head, that's what I assume is going to happen, so it's not sanitary. This is just silicone. There's nothing, it's super easy to clean, and as long as you just maintain it, you're fine. Now, I bought mine through Wish, so they were super cheap, and you could buy a million of them. Well, not a million, because that would be $1 million. But you could buy quite a few of these if you feel like you want to have more than just one on hand. I personally like to have more than one on hand. I keep one in my purse if I know my cycle is getting close, and I keep one in my bathroom. So that way, if my period starts while I'm out and about, I'm good to go. Now, the good thing about these too, since they don't cause TSS, you can wear these when it's not your period. So if you're getting close and you know you're within a day or two and you're worried about being caught without it, you can just put it on and it won't hurt anything. Might be a little hard to get up there because of the lubrication aspect of it, but honestly, it's usually okay. Like, I personally don't have a problem with lubrication, but some women do. So, I mean, it's your personal preference. Or you just keep it in your purse. I mean, my cousin, she said that she thought she was getting her period, so she put it on, and it was just spotting, so she ended up not wearing it for the rest of the day after she checked it. But I mean, it doesn't hurt you. You know what I mean? So if you have spotting here or there, or if you're someone that has an IUD in that's supposed to prevent your period, but you still have days where you have light spotting, maybe the smaller size would be better for you because you don't have as much fluid coming out. If you're under the age of 30 or you have not had children, under the age of 30 and have not had children, a size 1 should be fine for you, or a small size, depending on what their scales are. Usually it's a size 1 or a small is what that is, or size 2 is a large. So if you've had children or you are over the age of 30, they usually recommend the large one. So it's up to you. But I hope that was informative. You guys have a great evening and have fun with your menstrual cups. Bye.